Hello everyone, and welcome to Farming Simulator 25. Quite frankly, this isn't a game I planned to do a playthrough on, but I did a one-off episode originally and it did pretty well. Truth is, I wanted to start over anyway, and I just recently did, less than like 30 minutes ago. I just familiarized myself. I'm going to be pretty adventurous with this. I took out the full 500k in loans, bought all of this land, since you only start with these two normally, which does come with free wheat, which is nice. I bought a cultivator. No, is it? No, it's a seeder, I think. So I can swap over to soybeans as fast as possible. And now I bought a plow, so I can merge all of these fields into one giant one. So we can plant a huge field right from the get-go. I don't know if I'm going to let myself use the like money generators, at least not now. Maybe, you know, later down the road I will let myself use them, but I don't want to have just free money, you know. I want to have to grind at least a little bit to start this off, because I could expand that out all the way out to here, which would make this like an absurdly sized field. Not to mention I can do the same thing over here, and granted at a smaller scale over here as well. This map is like, oh my god, I can do it here too. And it's so cool because it's all uneven terrain, so it doesn't look nearly as big as it is. I think this is going to be a really fun map. I don't care if you guys don't want to watch this. I have literally nothing else to play because there hasn't been a single other good game release in like forever. We're playing Farming Simulator now. I've decided this is my new game. I'm gonna be a Farming Simulator channel now, you know? That's a joke, but, you know, I still want to play it. Also, this tractor is so loud. Yeah, I guess to start off with, I need to, obviously, plow all of this to merge it all together. A lot of these crops I can't harvest, like whatever this is. But I need to be careful at 42, because sorghum, or whatever it's called. Yeah, sorghum. This will be ready to harvest next month, so it's free money. I can recuperate some profits here. There's obviously this wheat, which I've been collecting. I obviously set an employee on that as soon as possible. But yeah, I'm gonna plow, and then I guess I'll be back when that's, you know, happened.
Guess it's been a while since I fell in love, but after last time, don't wanna mess things up. You're so beautiful, and I can't deny. My heart is always with you, my head's always stuck in time. Love, let me go, cause I've been holding on for far too long. I've been fighting and keeping strong, now you just gotta let me go. Time, wash away every feeling that can cause me pain. All these memories I can't escape, can you let them all wash away? Let it all wash away, cause I don't wanna feel the pain. Love, just let me go, cause I don't wanna feel the pain of holding on and keeping strong. So now I'm moving on. I don't wanna feel the same, so love, just let me go.
Alright, about 30 minutes of plowing later, which definitely felt longer than 30 minutes. All of this is plowed together, and it's all merged up together now. But I have made a discovery. I should move this tractor out of the way, actually. There's two things I want to know, but I have made a discovery, which is that this field here is also sorghum, and guess what? It is ready to harvest. So I'm going to temporarily buy this field because it's only 100k, and we have 250k left over, and I'm going to harvest this field as well, and then resell the field. So I'm not going to lose any money on the field, but I'll get the profits of the harvest. This is a very useful tactic that you can pull off early on. Granted, some people consider it cheating. I consider it just being smart. Now, granted, there is another field over here, so if we want to min-max, I could go get this one too. And this field is wheat, but it is already harvested. What I wanted to check is, was it seeders? No, it's planters. Do you actually need wheel weights though? We'll find out. Okay, my point was I'm dumb. What I wanted to check was does this do it? Yeah, no previous cultivating or plowing necessary. A good goal would be to get a planter that can do that. That does not need to... Alright, yeah, this one would have been a good choice, but it's only 4 meters wide. This one's 6.7. Of course it's 6.7, why wouldn't I? The point is, a good goal would be to get a cultivator that does this, but they're expensive. This one's a good in-between. This one's 6 meters, but it's also our whole budget. So we'll probably get this one. Actually, why would I? Because it's like, I'll just wait for a sale. We have sales, you know? Which, speaking of sales, getting a skid steer would not be a bad idea. You might not need it now, but that's just one of those things that you need eventually. So let's buy that. Do I? Oh, I don't have 3 tractors. I only have 2. Well, I know what my next purchase is then. What I'm going to do... Actually, I don't need to do it yet, but I will buy it anyway. I want to buy the truck that you start with on the other map. It's a little white truck. A little white truck with the bed on the back, and it would mean that I would no longer need to have a tractor to haul around my, like, crops. I wouldn't need a tractor dedicated to that trailer. I could sell the trailer and then have it be its own truck that can drive itself, but also more importantly, can drive itself like infinitely quicker than just having it be on a tractor. So it's going to be way better. Problem is, I don't know how much it costs, so we're about to find out once I hook up to this cedar and crash the barrier, so you know what, that's the signal. I think it's going to be in trucks. Yeah, the dragon, the lizard dragon. It goes 80, so it's like really quick. I feel like it's only right. Should I make it green? I should make it blacked out, maybe. What do you guys think? Maybe. I guess, yeah. If I ask you guys what you think, you're not going to be able to answer. So, you know what? I think blacked out it is. I think it would be cool having it blacked out. Now the extension, I want the extension. Like, obviously. So there you go. We got a truck. It's not quite as, it has a little bit smaller capacity of the trailer that you start with, which has like an impressive capacity. This trailer holds 8,000 liters. This holds 7,600. Despite being like 8 times the volume, like capacity visually, it holds less, which is kind of insane. But yeah, we got some good investments, which, speaking of investments, I can sell that trailer now. I'm not going to need it anymore. This is going to take this tractor a very long time to do this, isn't it? I guess that's the price I get to pay for starting with such big fields. I think I might invest into... I think something I might do is invest into a large solar panel. I wasn't going to get any of the, like, money generators, but I just realized that obviously in the game you have expenses that happen every month. I don't really want to deal with those, so I think putting down... Why are you going back to the middle of the field? Like, this is going to be so much quicker to use than the tractor to carry stuff around. It has a hard time going its actual top speed, but it is still way quicker than, like, the tractor would ever be. So, for this stage in the game, and with the price it costs, it's actually, like, great value. Anyway, I'm going to finish harvesting this field, I suppose. If I'm feeling adventurous, I'll harvest number 32 over here as well. Because truth is, it's free money. We can't sell this stuff until January, but it's free money nonetheless. So, I think I'll do both, and then I'll be back once we're ready to start selling. Well, on some news, the harvest is nearing completion, and the plow guy has made a valiant amount of progress, honestly, considering the size of the cultivator. It's been a while, but yeah, the harvest is done. I just need to unload the actual combine itself. So that was pretty productive. We haven't sold any of it yet because prices peak, if I can find it, for both sorghum and wheat, the prices peak in January. So it would be just plain dumb not to wait, since we're not planting until April. So it would just be dumb to sell now. So I'm just gonna wait it out, play the patient game, max out our profits, because why not? And that'll be that. But yeah, with all that said, here comes our first harvesting season to an end. This is the end of the first one of many, I'm sure, that are to come. So there you have it. A profitable year, I'm sure. I mean, we'll find out once January comes around. Alright, so I'm still in the middle of plowing, but I just got this crazy pull in the used dealer while skipping time. This is basically the best trailer in the game. Like, it's basically the best trailer in the game because it can hold 2 full maxed out harvesters once you get later into the game. So I feel like it's only right that we get this thing. I mean, it's way too early, but it's 60% off. It would be plain dumb not to. I guess we'll just get it green and black. I'd hope by the stage we start using this thing that we have like a fence. The fence, where is it? Is this the, I think, oh no, the 1000. Well, one of these two, because they're quick and they have a lot of power. So they're great for grain carting, and since those are green, well, it would make sense to have a green cart. But that is a crazy pull. I was actually coming in here to get a corn header. So I can do sunflower and corn. It would literally be plain dumb not to, you know, use up all of this corn here. And then there's also sunflowers at this giant field. Now, if you're wondering, how am I going to afford it? Well, as long as you don't change months, you can sell the land you own, and it's not going to change until you change months. Because the new owner doesn't do anything with it until you change months. So I'll be able to just sell this field I just made, buy the land, then resell this land, and then buy back my land without it changing. As long as it doesn't take me more than a month to harvest them. Which is the smart way to do this. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then I'll have to replow this all, which is going to be annoying. But it's not the end of the world if I do, it's just annoying. But yeah, this guy's still going at it. It's slow. Like, I'm going to need a better cultivator. But I need a better tractor to get a better cultivator. And I think the way I'm just going to do this is I'm going to skip cultivating altogether. And just spend that money, like I said, on one of those planters that just plow, like no previous cultivating or plowing necessary planters. Because it just makes sense. 250k for the best one. It's a lot, yeah, but it's not that crazy. And if I want to go like to a halfway point, I can get this one. And I'm always able to look for deals too. Unfortunately though, we cannot get more loans. So we're at max borrowing pretty much. So we have to be careful because we could easily miss out on a good deal being at max loans, which is the main downside. But the upside is we have a massive field to start off with instantly, which is super useful. Alright, plowing boy has finished. I didn't expect to have to fully finish the plowing first, but that's because of an oversight on my behalf. I didn't notice that this terrain, like, it makes sense, but I didn't think this terrain went here, so I can't sell it because all of the stuff that's on it. So I had to finish all the other land because all the other ones were covered. So now I can sell these two, buy this one, and then harvest this one. Now, I'm not going to lose anything that's on this land, at least not until I skip a month. So I have this month to harvest all of this and buy back the land before I essentially lose it. That's basically how that works. Okay, so I made a discovery, which is that on top of the sunflower field, there's another corn field and a soybean field right over there. So we literally have like a never-ending supply because all of them, like, what is this? This is, I can't harvest this, I don't think. I don't know what it is. But we got two more. It's more corn and some soybeans, which is what we're going to be planting in our field. Because soybeans are actually basically the best crop. They're pretty ugly of a crop, but it's the best crop nonetheless. Visually, the best is always wheat, and we will definitely do a wheat harvest for the aesthetic once we probably merge every single field you see here for the fun of it. The smart thing would be to have one big field and then another big field, but let's be honest. It looks way cooler as one. So we'll probably have one big field here and maybe something over here. I don't know how far we're gonna get. Truth is, it depends what all we want to do. I'm literally being baited. We have a 200 horsepower tractor just here, and we can't even get it. 60% off 200 horsepower, just baiting us. You know, one good thing that's going to come out of this is a lot of money made back. There's one good thing that's going to come out of all these harvests, which is that we have a lot of crops already from all this. 29,000 liters of corn. We have 46,000 liters of sorghum. We have 20,000 liters of sunflower. We have 12,000 liters of wheat. And we're about to have, you know, however many soybeans. I mean, soybeans don't give that much yield, but they sell for a lot. So, I mean, it's going to be a lot of money earned. I'm guessing probably 100,000. Like, it's a lot, but it's not going to be crazy, like, I don't think. I mean, we'll see. Maybe I'll be surprised. I'm not expecting to make 250k. I'm expecting like 100k. Well, another hour, another successful harvest. The entire harvest fit in a single harvester, so I didn't even need a truck in the end, actually. But that means now we get to sell. I think. I don't think there's anything else. It's like we're late into the year now. I don't think anything else has a harvest season any later than November. And indeed I am correct. Alright, so then we need to sleep until January, sell most of the crops, and then there's one in March, if I'm not mistaken. Can I even unload? I mean, maybe. Like, this is going to suck. But I think I can get it done. I think I can just, like, squeeze in, maybe. No, that's never happening. Unless, maybe, you know, it's never too late to try. It's not ideal. And no, it does not work. Okay, well... I guess I'll just have to do all the trips then, because, like, what else am I gonna do? I can't unload with this trailer. That is such a bummer. I mean, eventually we'll have a semi and it won't matter, but, like... I don't want to buy a semi. I have $6,000 to my name. Like, I can't even use this thing for what I want to, like, the one thing I could have actually used it at this stage in the game for. It's been like 85 years since I've started this video at this point, it feels like. But, planting is coming along nicely. And by nicely, I mean, it's probably also taken, like, 2 hours so far, if not more. Although at least our cedar is 6 meters instead of 4 meters like the cultivator. So it goes a little quicker, but it doesn't feel any quicker in terms of feeling. That's for certain. And it missed the spot completely. So I'm going to have to do a spot manually over there. So that's just fun. Let's be real, you're only here for the actual harvest, so let's cut to when this crop is actually planted, grown, and ready to harvest. I know I said I would skip to when it's time to harvest, but we have this cedar available for 80k. And truth is, I don't think I'm gonna buy it. Because it doesn't, like, do the thing. Like, it doesn't cultivate. It's a really good deal. And it can do soybeans. And it's 12 meters. But we don't have a tractor that can pull it. And it doesn't cultivate. So if it's half the price of the one that does, pretty much, you can spend 250k, which is basically one more year harvesting. We're buying something that we're not going to be able to sell for nearly as much money, that we're just going to have to, you know, get rid of. So may as well buy the thing we actually need right from the start. So I'm just going to keep waiting days. Truth is, I'm just checking the sales, like the deals, during the nights, or during all the months. Even if I don't do anything on said months. I don't know if this is worth it, but we got a Dutch Far, which has 250 horsepower. I don't know why I just said power, but... like, with this... I don't know. Like, it's... 250 would be respectable, since the highest we have is, like, 160. But it's 100,000. I mean, I don't... It's worth it in a way. Like, in the sense that we will definitely need it. Like, we'll need a big tractor. Like, is spending 106k on this really worth it? I feel like it is. Even if I can't use it. Like, that's my main thing holding me back right now. I can't use it. But I think I'm gonna take the... I'm just gonna take the chance. I'm just gonna hope that 250 is enough to pull whatever attachment we need. Because, like, how much... If I check... Let's assume we want to go straight to the best, not the seeder, the planters. Yeah, this needs 350. We have 250. Well, we got a tractor. We can't really do much with it, but we got one nonetheless. What I really wanted to get, actually, was a trailer. But I don't want to pay full price for it. That's the thing. I want a big trailer that can back dump, but I don't really want to spend full price, because it's like 70,000. Which, for something that I don't really need, is kind of a lot. Great, another tractor, except this one's garbage. I'm not buying this. Alright, so, we finished the first field, aka the field we actually permanently owned. And I'm really curious to see how much literage, I guess, I don't know if that's a word, but I'm going to use that word. How many total liters of soybeans, our official field, I guess we'll call it, that we actually own in permanence, has given us, and then we'll go over and collect that one and the other ones too, obviously. But it's been 2 hours. It took me 2 hours and like 20 minutes roughly to do this one field. That's how long. Actually, no, it was not 2 hours because I started at 14:30 in game. It's an hour and a half. Close enough. How many prices? About 50,000. You know, that's not bad. I don't think that'll be a crazy amount of money, but that's not bad at all. Like, genuinely. Let's get to harvesting this giant strip. Oh my god. That is going to be a pain to, like, unload the harvester on. That is crazy, though. That is such a long field. Is this the longest field in the game? I mean, I've never seen a field longer. Like, no? I don't, maybe 52 here? I know there aren't any longer fields on the other maps. Maybe the Highlands fishing map. I've never seen that one, but the other three, the other two, I guess, technically, don't have, like, fields nearly this long, which is insane. Like, what's the acreage? Damn, that's actually a lot more than it looks. Alright, so it is now day 3 of our farming adventures. About 9 hours into this save on the dot, so we're 9 hours into this episode, or me recording this episode. I have finished 2 of the 3 fields. I bought the other one, so now I just have to get over there and actually harvest it. It's starting to turn night. That's how long it has taken me. And I've been on 1-to-1 time scale this entire time, so 1 minute in game is 1 minute in real life. It's now 5:30 p.m. in game, so it's been a little while, but gotta finish what we started, so gotta harvest the field over here.
Guess I didn't know it would end this way. One drink too much and I could see your face. Why did I let you go? How could I let you leave? Will I ever see you? And do you think of me? Love, let me go, 'cause I've been holding up for far too long. I've been fighting and keeping strong. Now you just gotta let me go. Time, wash away every feeling that can cause me pain. All these memories I can't escape. Can you let them all wash away? Let it all wash away, 'cause I don't wanna feel the pain. Love, just let me go, 'cause I don't wanna feel the pain of holding on and keeping strong. So now
There you have it. Everything has been harvested that I've been planning on harvesting. And if I remember correctly, there's nothing actually to harvest at all for the rest of the year that we can just snipe in any other fields. It genuinely just happened to be only soybeans this year that we could harvest. So that's fun, and that's taken care of now. So that is a successful year finished. There is lot 52 here, but is that... That's harvested already. Okay, yeah, no. I will keep taking a peek at store deals. Holy crap, it's a miracle. We have the best cedar in the store for 99k. 60% off. And a trailer. Oh no, it's a manure, well, a manure trailer or something. Oh no, a slurry. No, it's a spreader. Holy crap, I can't get it right. What is this? Oh, that's a bamboo harvester. I don't think I've ever done that. We could do that maybe at some point. This thing sucks. I've used it before. It's garbage. But what's the irony of that we get the best cedar in the game right now? We don't have quite enough money, but we can probably make some sacrifices to have it happen. How much can I sell this maestro or whatever this thing is? 40. Okay, no, it's not even a hesitation. Get this thing out of my life and give me this masterpiece. There you go. I genuinely didn't think we were going to get this. Now, that means I can't use this tractor for that. I don't know if we're going to be able to use that cedar, but I don't care. We have a 250 horsepower tractor. It wants 350. Now, normally I'd say that's fine, but I did find out that there is a limit to how low the game will let you go below. Obviously, if you're slightly below, you're just going way slower, and the tractor struggles, but I found out that there is a hard limit where it just straight up tells you no. So, if I lower this, and I try and turn it on... Okay, it is slow. Oh, it's kind of going. Oh, the tractor's pretty damaged, too. I don't think we have the budget to fix it up, if I'm going to be honest. This might work. It's not telling me it's too underpowered. It's just saying that it's the wrong season. We'll see what we can do. This thing is going to be... This is, like, unironically a huge pole. Damaged as hell, but we can fix it with money later. It's expensive equipment, so fixing it costs, like, probably at least 20,000. And that's just a tractor. But that's crazy that we unironically got that. Oh my god. I swear this is just... I'm not even kidding. This is unironically just luck. I don't think I can use this one. The Magdown FD... Wait, which one is this? This the one's bigger than the one I've actually tested. Not that header. Magdown FD... No, I can't use this one, right? Oh, no, it's a flex stripper. Yeah, but... No, I can't use this one, I don't think. It's such a good pull, but I don't think it works on this combine. Alright, moment of truth. I know this isn't the actual save, this is my other save, but I want to test this out. I know that the... I'm not even lying. Wait, does this thing not even attach? Oh, no, it does. To unfold... Oh, right, you have to unfold the harvester. I reset it, so it's not folded. Oh, wow. Does this one... No, it doesn't move. Okay. This one's too heavy. That's the issue with it. But the thing is, if we get the smaller one, the FD140, here, I'll sacrifice all my money while I'm at it. This one down here is light enough. No, I don't want the transport wheels. I just want to prove what I'm trying to do here. The big one, the FD250, which is 15 meters, is too heavy, but the FD140, which is 12.5, which is, I mean, pretty much the same size. Like, for the size of this combine, it's pretty much the same size. This one works perfectly fine. See, it lifts up in its own, you can lower it, and it moves perfectly. Even without momentum, you can just move around perfect. This is the header I'm trying to get. But I don't want to pay full price for it if I don't have to. The one we got in the store is the one right next to me that's way too heavy and big. But if we can get this header, it's perfect. This is something I found out when I started this save. I tried it out just for the memes to see if it would even work, and it turned out to work perfectly. So now I have a trick that works very well when you're starting out the game, which is just get this header and you never have to upgrade your combine until you can buy the best combine, which is so much nicer. Granted, the downside is it's a DLC header, so you need to own the Highlands Fishing DLC. So it's a bit pay to win, but you can't win them all. We got this crappy trailer. It isn't much, but I don't know. It's a tip trailer. Yeah, but I don't know which side it tips on. Does it tip at the back? I'm not familiar with these worst trailers in the game because I didn't really play. Unrelated, but I just realized that I've been recording this entire video at 172 FPS. So the recordings are going to be absolutely massive, so that's just great. Because it's literally the biggest seeder in the game. Like, you can't get any bigger than this. That's why that was such a, like, amazing pull. And I already screwed it up. It moves. Yep. Okay. It's actually doing very well. Now, granted, this is some very hilly terrain, which will not help out our tractors at all on this farm. But gosh darn, the Dutsfar has got what it needs. Like, unironically goated tractor. Warrior version, too, so it's like, looks awesome. I would unironically love to have one of these tractors in real life. Dutsfars look kind of cool. Especially the smaller ones. Yeah, like this is kind of a hill, like this, when it's going the other way. Would be pretty tough on a tractor like this. But it's doing it, so I'm just going to let it do its thing and hope it doesn't get stuck. Well, there is the last bit of our field planted. Literally 0 issues with this tractor. With it half broken, and it only having 250 horsepower, when it's fully fixed, this thing had no issues. It absolutely tanked this field. I think lowest speed it got to was 6 kilometers an hour. And that was on the very big hill I showed out that I was like actually unironically concerned about. Over there behind the tractor. This tractor is going to handle this seeder perfectly fine. Granted, upgrading it would not be a bad idea, because going 6 on a seeder that can go up to 15 is wasted time, but it's still way quicker than cultivating and plowing. That was 30 minutes instead of 2 hours each. Not damn bad. That is a very good pull in terms of sniping good value objects. And that is the best in the game, so we'll never have to upgrade that seeder again. 92,500 divided by 7,600. That is 13 trips back and forth to this factory right over here. That's not a far distance, but the sidewalks are really rough. So every time I reach the main road, I stop to 0 kilometers an hour. 4 times per trip. Every time I go across the sidewalk, I just get absolutely stopped instantly. And I have to do this right here 13 times. There you go. Get stopped once. Then I get stopped another time when I go... Like, that's something I can fix, but it's going to cost a lot of money that I don't want to spend. I can terraform anywhere, because I have that mod. I left my mods on from last time, because truth is, if anything, they disadvantage me. Because one of them is the tire wear mod. As you can see at the bottom, 15%. So that's just actually extra spendings. Me leaving my mods on hurt me more than they benefit me. Now, I don't think I'll use any of the modded vehicles, unless you guys really want me to. Or maybe if I lose my mind and I start... Because I do have the modded cotton harvester this time around. Also, big money coming in. This is going to be a lot. 30,000 for a truck. For reference, when I was selling the other random crops we were getting, a full truck like this was about 10 to 14,000. That's how valuable soybeans are. They're space efficient and very valuable. So you're just dumb if you're not farming them, true it is. Like, you gotta farm soybeans. They take up less harvester space, less truck space, and they sell for an absurd amount. I think I'm going to just buy a trailer with this harvest money, since I intend on doing another harvest anyway in this episode. And then after that I'm going to call it, because we've made like so much more progress than I could have ever hoped. Like, the only thing that I could ask for outside of more land is a header. And some tractors, of course, but that's expensive and not really a good investment. I think, unironically, a good investment would be to start paying off the loan. Paying off the loan doesn't get us anything, but it gets us money that we can take back out if we want to buy something in the store and we don't quite have enough. First, it would allow us to essentially start saving up money. This holds more, and it's cheaper. So realistically, this right now is our best. Yeah, we get the expansion. We get it in a color, I mean, do we black it out again? Or we get it like in orange? I don't have anything that's orange, so you know what? New investment. We're getting a trailer. I'm gonna commit to this. It's gonna save me a lot of time doing trips. Granted, it means I need to get out the tractor. But this tractor is actually great. It's a Dutz Far, which are about as quick as the fence, going 63 as a top speed. So not only is this a powerful enough tractor for most of our current needs, but it's also quicker than most of the tractors in the game. So it's powerful and quick for our current stage in the game, making this thing very solid of a tractor. Like, I don't think I could have asked for any better of an RNG for a game start in this game. Great map, like absolutely amazing map in terms of fields. Great luck in terms of harvestable fields I can steal. Great luck in terms of the store. I mean, look at the stuff we built up in about 12 hours, I guess we're probably going to be close to now. 10 hours, 12 hours, like 10 to 12 hours. That is insanely quick amount of progress for a game like Farming Simulator. If you've never played this game before, you wouldn't get it. This is an insane amount of progress in this short amount of time for this game. Like in Farming Simulator 22, with my original knowledge when I first started playing this game, right now I'd probably be still at like $10,000 in the bank with 3 fields I can barely maintain in 2 hours. And I wouldn't even be making a profit. I could probably get enough money from this selling to buy a header if I really wanted to. But I think I'm going to wait it out and hope that I can get one for sale before the next harvest. If I can't, we'll make a decision from there. But look at our money just going up. Like, that trailer pays for itself. $163,000 in one trip. This is why I wanted a trailer. And it's also why you farm soybeans. If I had, like, crazy amounts of money, I would probably farm in real life. Like, say I was, like, a actually big streamer, and I had, like, a bunch of throwaway money, I would maybe start a farm just to pass the time and have stuff to do. It seems like just such a fun thing it would be such a fun thing to do on the side, to just pass the time. You get to be outside, you get to actually help people, and you get to have a purpose. And your money isn't being wasted to to stuff for your own gain. Boom. If that's not a good year of harvesting, I mean, that was over 300k of profit, was it not? Let's check out finances. 330k profits in a year. That is respectable, to say the least. Well, now we wait for the next harvest, pretty much. I think we will do another harvest in this episode. I don't think we'll sell it in this episode, but I want to do another harvest. I want to finish this harvest. And that's because I want to get a bit ahead on money, because I have a crazy goal for next time. I'm not going to reveal it yet, but I have a crazy goal for next time. Next episode, because I will probably at least do 2 episodes. Realistically, I'm planning on doing maybe 4 or 5. I think would be a reasonable amount. If it does well, maybe I'll do more. It's a 13-meter header, but it's just too big and heavy. Like, and if I can't get it, I will just buy it. Truth is, like, I will just buy it full price. I'm not going to sit through another harvest with the tiny header. Okay, harvest month. Will we get lucky? We got a header, but we already have one the same size. And it's for corn. I don't know what this is. Is this cat row? Oh, it's a cultivator. Oh well, we didn't get it for a deal, but honestly, we have money. Let's just do it. Let's just get the actual thing. Let's get it in. Look at that. It's a masterpiece. And, most importantly, our starter combine should be able to spin it up. Which is the main reason why I wanted that one specifically. And, sure enough, it spins up. It sure slows down when you spin it up, but it spins up. Now, the reason why I wanted that little truck is now going to be very apparent. Pipe is shorter than the header, so you need a vehicle that can fit from the header to the pipe. Truck is the perfect length so that if you drive into the header, it unloads into the truck. This is where peak planning comes into place here, because everything I just did was planned from things I learned from the first time around playing a farming simulator game. And see, it works a charm. And since it's soybeans and you don't get a lot of volume out of soybeans, instead they sell a lot, it doesn't actually fill up the harvester ludicrously quick. Yes, it's quick, but it's not that crazy for that big of a header. So you can harvest a lot of the field without filling up, despite having the header. And this header is double the size of the one we had before, so it's going to be a lot quicker. Something about this header size is just so perfect. It makes perfect rows, almost like a larger version of like those lawn stripes. Except unlike the lawn stripes, this actually looks good. Another hour, another truckload, am I right? Now at about an hour of harvesting, I decided to just do the little field in the corner in the end. I figured since this would be the end of the video, may as well end it off on a biggie and actually do a full harvest instead of cowarding out. Technically, I could do more, but it would mean having to go over here to field 69 and 75, which are both, truth is, quite small, and trying to cross this mess of houses with a header that's that big just doesn't seem worth it all that much. Hopefully this harvester has enough space to finish harvesting this field on its own. Oh, we're getting close. I'm gonna let the AI finish this row, and then I think I will finish the last little bit on my own. Oh hey, there's a train going by. I didn't even know this map had a train. But for this episode, that will be that. I will see you guys next time when we sell off this harvest and plant the next one and keep growing our farming empire. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.